Take a nostalgic journey back to one of Britain's most beloved sitcoms, Some Mothers Do 'Ave 'Em. From Frank Spencer's unforgettable mishaps to Betty's enduring patience, this classic series left a lasting mark on television history. But where are the stars now? In this video, we reveal the real lives of the actors behind the laughter, then and now. Discover who's still with us, who we've sadly lost, and how time has shaped the faces we once saw on screen every week. Get ready for surprises, stories, and a heartfelt tribute to a comedy legend. Dick Bentley portrayed Grandad in Some Mothers Do 'Ave 'Em during the show's 1978 season, bringing a touch of grumpy wisdom to the Spencer household. Grandad is Betty's father, stoic, unimpressed by Frank's nonsense, and often bewildered by the chaos that follows his son-in-law. His dry wit and deadpan expressions made him a memorable late addition to the show, adding a multi-generational dynamic to the comedy. Dick Bentley was born on May 14, 1907 in Australia, and had a long career in radio and comedy before joining the television world. He was best known for his work in British radio, including the influential series Take It From Here during the 1940s and 1950s, where his comedic timing and distinctive voice made him a household name. Bentley transitioned to television later in life, with his role in Some Mothers Do 'Ave 'Em becoming one of his final screen appearances. He passed away on August 27, 1995 at the age of 88, due to natural causes. His legacy lives on in the golden age of British radio and comedy. Michael Crawford portrayed Frank Spencer in Some Mothers Do 'Ave 'Em, 1973 to 1978, stepping into the role at the age of 31. Frank is an eternally well-meaning yet spectacularly inept man whose daily life becomes a string of comic disasters. His high-pitched voice, fluttering hands, and unforgettable line, "Ooh, Betty," made him one of Britain's most beloved comic creations. Clumsy but lovable, Frank's escapades, from destroying his house with a DIY project to turning a simple job interview into chaos, are underpinned by a sweet innocence and deep love for his wife, Betty. Michael Crawford's performance, including performing many of his own stunts, showcased his immense talent for physical comedy. Born on January 19, 1942, Crawford had already enjoyed success on stage and screen. After the series ended, he gained global fame originating the role of the Phantom in The Phantom of the Opera and became a decorated stage performer. As of 2025, Michael Crawford is 83 years old. He has mostly retired from acting, but remains a revered figure in British entertainment and is occasionally seen supporting charitable causes. Michelle Dautrice portrayed Betty Spencer in Some Mothers Do 'Ave 'Em, 1973 to 1978, first appearing when she was 25 years old. Betty is the patient, supportive, and endlessly tolerant wife of Frank Spencer. Calm, kind-hearted, and practical, she provides a grounded counterbalance to Frank's chaotic and accident-prone ways. Despite his constant blunders, Betty's devotion to Frank never wavers, and her quiet resilience is one of the emotional pillars of the show. Michelle Dautrice's subtle, natural performance brought warmth and credibility to Betty, making the character not just a comedic foil, but a fully realized, sympathetic partner. Born on September 27, 1948, Dautrice came from a theatrical family and had an active acting career both before and after the series, appearing in a wide range of stage and screen productions. She continued working through the 2000s and 2010s, often in period dramas and comedies. As of 2025, Michelle Dautrice is 76 years old. Though she has largely stepped back from public life, she remains beloved by fans of British sitcoms and occasionally participates in retrospectives and interviews about her time as Betty. Edward Hardwicke appeared as Hooper in Some Mothers Do 'Ave 'Em in 1973 at the age of 41. Hooper is a mild-mannered, straight-faced figure often placed in stark contrast to Frank Spencer's disorderly energy. Though a minor character in the series, Hooper contributes to several memorable moments. frequently reacting with stunned silence or growing irritation as Frank's antics unravel what should be normal circumstances. Edward Hardwicke's grounded performance brought credibility and weight to even the briefest scenes. Born on August 7, 1932, Hardwicke was the son of famed actor Sir Cedric Hardwicke and developed his own distinguished career on stage and screen. He became internationally known for his portrayal of Dr. Watson opposite Jeremy Brett's Sherlock Holmes in the acclaimed Granada TV adaptations of the 1980s and 1990s. A classically trained actor, he also appeared in numerous films, including Shadowlands and Elizabeth. Hardwicke passed away on May 16, 2011 at the age of 78, following a battle with cancer. His nuanced performances left a lasting legacy in British television and theater. Jane Hilton portrayed Mrs. Fisher in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em in 1973, taking on the role at the age of 45. Mrs. Fisher is Frank and Betty Spencer's nosy, skeptical neighbor, often drawn into Frank's mishaps against her better judgment. As a stern, no-nonsense figure, she brings a voice of reality into Frank's otherwise whimsical world, though she's never entirely immune to the chaos he causes. Jane Hilton brought a dignified presence to the role, using her expressive acting to highlight Mrs. Fisher's growing disbelief and frustration as events spiral out of control. Hilton, born on July 16, 1927, was a prominent British film and television actress during the 1940s through the 1970s. She had a notable career in post-war British cinema, appearing in films such as Dance Hall, 1950, and The Weak and the Wicked, 1954, and transitioned gracefully into television work. Tragically, her life was cut short when she passed away on February 28, 1979, at the age of 51, due to a heart attack. Her early death ended a respected and steady career in British acting. Glyn Edwards played Mr. Lewis in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em during the show's 1978 season, appearing when he was 47 years old. Mr. Lewis is a down-to-earth tradesman or repairman often brought in to fix the damage Frank Spencer unintentionally causes, only to end up entangled in more chaos. With his no-nonsense demeanor, deep voice, and gruff exterior, Mr. Lewis serves as a realist who quickly finds himself overwhelmed by Frank's absurd situations. Glyn Edwards, born on February 2, 1931, was a well-known British character actor, famous for playing bar manager Dave in the long-running ITV series Minder. He built a strong career in film and television with appearances in Z Cars, Get Carter, 1971, and other British crime dramas. His rugged looks and naturalistic acting made him a popular supporting actor for over 4 decades. Edwards passed away on May 23, 2018, at the age of 87, from natural causes. He is remembered for his authentic screen presence and dependable performances throughout British television history. Cyril Luckham portrayed Father O'Hara in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em in 1973, appearing at the age of 66. Father O'Hara is a kind yet stern clergyman who becomes entangled in Frank's chaotic world, often reacting with bewilderment as decorum is upended by Frank's clumsy and well-meaning attempts at religious or formal settings. Luckham brought gravitas and dry comedic timing to the role, effectively grounding the scene while still playing into its farcical nature. Born on July 25, 1907, Cyril Luckham had a prolific career in theater, film, and television. He is perhaps best known for playing the White Guardian in Doctor Who and appearing in series such as The Forsyte Saga and The Wanadin Line. His aristocratic air and refined delivery made him a go-to actor for judges, admirals, and ecclesiastical figures. Luckham passed away on February 8, 1989, at the age of 81. He is remembered for his distinguished presence and his ability to bring depth and authenticity to even the most comedic or fantastical roles. Derek Farr portrayed Dr. Mender in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em during the show's 1978 season when he was 66 years old. Dr. Mender is the weary, soft-spoken physician tasked with navigating the unpredictable world of Frank Spencer. Often exasperated yet maintaining a calm professionalism, Dr. Mender tries to make sense of Frank's bizarre symptoms, overreactions, and comic misunderstandings. Derek Farr brought a quiet dignity and dry wit to the role, acting as a subtle straight man amid the show's escalating absurdities. Born on February 7, 1912, Farr had a long and distinguished career in British cinema, first rising to fame in the 1940s. He appeared in films such as The Dam Busters, 1955, The Night My Number Came Up, 1955, and Murder, She Said, 1961, frequently cast as upright, dependable characters. On television, he was respected for his range in both drama and comedy. Derek Farr passed away on March 21, 1986, at the age of 74. He left behind a legacy as one of Britain's most reliable and quietly powerful screen presences. Christopher Biggins appeared in Some Mothers Do Av'em in 1973, playing a minor role as Prewett, a student-type character at the age of 24. In his brief appearance, Biggins delivered the bright-eyed, somewhat bumbling energy typical of many supporting characters who cross paths with Frank Spencer. Though the role was small, it marked one of Biggins's early appearances on British television. Born on December 16, 1948, Christopher Biggins went on to enjoy a varied and successful career in entertainment. He became widely recognized for his work in stage musicals, pantomimes, and television, including roles in Porridge, I, Claudius, and as a frequent panelist on British game shows and reality programs. Known for his jovial personality, infectious laugh, and flamboyant stage presence, Biggins remains a beloved figure in UK entertainment. As of 2025, he is 76 years old. He continues to make occasional appearances on television and stage, and is also a popular guest on talk shows and charity events. Elizabeth Sladen played Judy in Some Mothers Do Av'em in 1973, when she was 27 years old. Judy is a warm and kind-hearted character, typically seen as a friend or acquaintance to Frank and Betty, offering brief moments of calm amid Frank's usual chaos. Though her role in the show was limited, Elizabeth Sladen's natural charisma and empathetic screen presence stood out. Born on February 1, 1946, Sladen became a beloved figure in British television history for her role as Sarah Jane Smith, the iconic companion in Doctor Who. Debuting alongside the third Doctor and continuing with the fourth, she became one of the most popular companions in the show's long history. She reprised her role in the 2000s in both Doctor Who and the spin-off The Sarah Jane Adventures, introducing her to a new generation of fans. Tragically, Elizabeth Sladen passed away on April 19, 2011, at the age of 65, following a battle with cancer. Her legacy endures through her groundbreaking contributions to science fiction television. Vernon Dodchev portrayed Henry in Some Mothers Do Av'em in 1973, appearing at the age of 39. Henry is a dignified, slightly aloof character, often cast in formal or authoritative settings where Frank Spencer's antics cause unintended disruption. Vernon Dodchev brought a composed elegance and intellectual air to the role, perfect for playing characters bewildered by Frank's ineptitude. Born on August 14, 1934, Dodchev has had one of the longest and most diverse acting careers in European cinema. Known for his multilingual talents and aristocratic presence, he has appeared in over 200 film and TV productions, including roles in The Spy Who Loved Me, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and The Borgias. His versatility has allowed him to play everything from diplomats to professors across multiple genres and languages. As of 2025, Vernon Dodchev is 90 years old and continues to act occasionally, making him one of the longest-serving character actors still active in European film and television. John D. Collins portrayed Dr. Boyd in Some Mothers Do Av'em in 1973, taking on the role at the age of 30. Dr. Boyd is a composed, intelligent medical professional tasked with trying to make clinical sense of Frank Spencer's wildly erratic behavior. With a patient tone and skeptical gaze, Dr. Boyd often represents the voice of reason, though even he occasionally finds himself drawn into the chaos that surrounds Frank. John D. Collins delivered the role with understated charm and clarity, lending credibility to his scenes. Born on December 2, 1942, Collins built a steady career in British television, most famously appearing as Flying Officer Fairfax in the wartime sitcom Allo Allo. His flair for subtle comedy and supporting character work earned him a loyal fan base. Over the years, he also worked in theater and continued to make guest appearances on TV throughout the 1980s and 1990s. As of 2025, John D. Collins is 82 years old. Though now retired from regular acting, he remains fondly remembered for his memorable roles in classic British sitcoms. George Sewell played Wheeler in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em in 1975, appearing when he was 51 years old. Wheeler is a hard-edged, blue-collar type, possibly a mechanic, builder, or contractor, who finds himself at odds with Frank's incompetence. With his gruff tone and sharp retorts, Wheeler serves as a grounded foil to Frank's airy, oblivious optimism. George Sewell's portrayal brought authenticity and tension to the role, his naturalism amplifying the absurdity of Frank's presence. Born on August 31, 1924, Sewell was a well-respected actor known for his tough guy roles in crime dramas, war films, and thrillers. He starred in shows like Special Branch, The Sweeney, and UFO, earning recognition for his intense screen presence. A former Royal Air Force engineer and merchant seaman before becoming an actor, Sewell brought lived-in grit to his characters. He passed away on April 2, 2007, at the age of 82. His legacy includes some of the most iconic British crime and action series of the 20th century. George A. Cooper portrayed Bradshaw in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em in 1973, taking on the role at the age of 48. Bradshaw is a dry, no-nonsense authority figure, likely appearing in a professional setting where Frank Spencer's antics cause mounting frustration. Whether as a foreman, supervisor, or middle manager, Bradshaw's attempts at control are inevitably undone by Frank's well-meaning but disastrous behavior. George A. Cooper brought a stern presence and comic tension to the role, often using deadpan expressions to contrast Frank's nervous energy. Born on March 7, 1925, Cooper was a prolific British character actor known for his gruff voice and tough demeanor. He appeared in dozens of TV shows, including Grange Hill, where he played caretaker Mr. Griffiths, and Coronation Street. Cooper's steady work ethic and versatility made him a staple of British television for decades. He passed away on November 16, 2018, at the age of 93, after a long retirement from acting. His performances continue to be appreciated by fans of classic British television. George Baker portrayed Mr. Lewis in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em in 1973, appearing at the age of 42. Mr. Lewis is a calm and respectable professional, perhaps a company supervisor, inspector, or official, who initially seems to have control of the situation until Frank Spencer's presence turns it upside down. With his smooth voice and composed manner, Baker brought elegance and credibility to the role, serving as a straight man to Frank's madness. Born on April 1, 1931, George Baker enjoyed a distinguished career in British film and television. He appeared in major productions such as The Dam Busters and The Spy Who Loved Me, but is best known for playing Inspector Wexford in the Ruth Rendell Mysteries throughout the 1980s and 1990s. Baker was praised for his refined demeanor and versatility. He passed away on October 7, 2011, at the age of 80, following a stroke. His voice and presence remain iconic in British television history, particularly among fans of crime dramas and period pieces. Richard Wilson appeared as Mr. Harris in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em in 1978, when he was 42 years old. Mr. Harris is a dry, mildly irritated figure, perhaps a bank clerk, administrator, or official, whose attempts at orderly procedure are thoroughly disrupted by Frank Spencer's unpredictability. With exasperated sighs and a stiff upper lip, Mr. Harris becomes yet another victim of Frank's chaos. Richard Wilson brought quiet, comic timing and measured delivery to the role. Born on July 9, 1936, Wilson went on to become one of Britain's most recognized television actors, famously playing the curmudgeonly Victor Meldrew in the hit sitcom One Foot in the Grave. His catchphrase, "I don't believe it," became a national staple, and his portrayal of grumpy, bewildered older men earned him critical acclaim. Beyond comedy, Wilson has had a rich stage and directing career. As of 2025, Richard Wilson is 89 years old. Though semi-retired, he remains a beloved figure in British culture and is occasionally seen in interviews and special appearances. Bernard Hepton played Webster in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em in 1973 at the age of 47. Webster is a reserved, intellectual character, possibly a civil servant or company official, who tries to remain logical and composed in the face of Frank Spencer's surreal disruptions. Bernard Hepton infused the character with quiet restraint, letting small expressions of disbelief carry the comedic weight. Born on October 19, 1925, Hepton was a prolific British actor and theater director known for his nuanced performances and calm authority. He gained recognition through roles in Colditz, Secret Army, and Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, often portraying thoughtful, complex men in positions of influence. His background in stage direction and classical theater enriched his performances with subtle control and gravitas. Bernard Hepton passed away on July 27, 2018, at the age of 92. He is remembered as a versatile actor who brought integrity and depth to every role, whether in drama or comedy. David Ryle portrayed Mr. Rumford in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em in 1978, taking on the role at the age of 43. Mr. Rumford is a calm, bookish figure, perhaps an administrator, school official, or museum curator, whose polite exterior is gradually worn down by Frank Spencer's oblivious antics. Ryle infused the role with a subtle intelligence and bemusement, quietly elevating the comedy with his expressive reactions. Born on January 5, 1935, David Ryle trained at RADA and developed a rich career in theater, television, and film. He appeared in acclaimed series like The Singing Detective, The Village, and Outnumbered, and later portrayed Elphias Doge in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 1, 2010. His ability to move between humor and gravitas made him one of the UK's most respected character actors. Ryle passed away on December 25, 2014, at the age of 79. He left behind a legacy of thoughtful, layered performances across genres and generations. John Ringham played Rigby in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em in 1973, appearing at the age of 45. Rigby is a slightly pompous, rule-following individual, possibly a clerk, manager, or bureaucrat, whose structured world is thrown into turmoil by Frank Spencer's unpredictable behavior. With clipped speech and stiff posture, Rigby represents the system that Frank inadvertently upends. John Ringham delivered the role with excellent precision and restraint, making him a perfect comedic foil. Born on February 10, 1928, Ringham had a strong background in theater and classical television, appearing in numerous BBC period dramas, sitcoms, and detective series. He is perhaps best known for playing Mr. Hedges in Just Good Friends and for his many appearances in Z-Cars, The Avengers, and The Saint. Ringham passed away on October 20, 2008, at the age of 80. Though often cast in supporting roles, his dignified presence and versatility made him a trusted face in British television for decades. Who is your favorite character from Some Mothers Do Have 'Em? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.